Welcome to the tutorial on using social media channels as journalistic tools. This tutorial will discuss the relevancy of social media to a journalist's work. It will also describe how you can effectively use social media channels in your professional endeavors. For journalists, social media platforms serve two primary purposes. First is helping journalists to find newsworthy information, whether that information is about breaking news or is photography or videography depicting events journalists are reporting on. And two, allowing journalists to promote their stories by sending links to their articles directly out to their audience. In social media and online community engagement, you will learn how to use social media for both of these purposes so that you can make the most of your social media accounts. To start with, we will discuss how to find newsworthy information while using social media channels. Nowadays, most experts in any subject matter are on at least one, if not more, social media platforms, like LinkedIn and Twitter. As journalists, we can use these social media profiles to connect with those expert sources, contact them, and even conduct interviews with them, such as by holding Twitter conversations. Journalists also use social media frequently in order to gather content from eyewitnesses who are posting videos and pictures, as well as first-hand accounts of events online. When people post such information on social media websites, they generally include the event name or subject in their post, such as by including a hashtag with the name of the event, which allows journalists to easily find all posts relating to that topic. Additionally, journalists can use trending topics that social media sites report as being popular to determine what topics to research for their stories and what topics to connect their stories to in order to pique the interest of their audience. Plus, journalists can use social media websites to reach out to their audience and get information crowdsourced. Whether journalists are looking for people's opinions, factual information, or connections to those directly involved in a newsworthy event, communicating through social media can be useful. When it comes to locating content through social media, Twitter is extremely helpful. Tweets people send are public, so you can access them all easily. Plus, Twitter is a social media platform that people typically use to share newsworthy information, such as when one man tweeted about the firefight he was witnessing when bin Laden's home was raided by American forces. Therefore, using Twitter and monitoring what information people are posting on that social media platform can be a great way for journalists to break stories and gather information about newsworthy events. Fortunately, Twitter has a number of different ways for you to search for newsworthy information. First, you can search by subject. On Twitter, subjects are denoted by hashtags, which are the pound sign. When someone tweets about a specific subject, they include a hashtag in front of that subject in their tweet, so that anyone who searches for information related to that particular subject will be able to find their tweet. You can also search for information on Twitter by looking up specific people and seeing what they have posted. Additionally, if someone is tweeting about another person, they will include that person's name or Twitter handle in their post by putting an @ sign in front of the person's Twitter username. That way, journalists can tell who has tweeted about a specific individual. Plus, Twitter has geotags that identify where someone is posting a tweet from. This helps journalists immensely because if a reporter is looking for information about an event taking place in a particular location, then the journalist can search on Twitter for all recent tweets that have a geotag from that specific location. Finally, Twitter also has a list of what is trending, so that journalists can see what audiences are interested in, as well as what people are talking about in relation to those trending topics. This way, journalists will know what to report on, what angle to take in their stories, and what is already being said about those topics. While Twitter and other social media platforms are extremely useful for journalists who need to curate content, social media websites are also useful for journalists who want to promote their work and distribute it to lots of people. For example, you can post updates about newsworthy events on your social media profiles so that your followers see you as a reporter who is truly in the know and on top of the latest developments. Additionally, you can use your social media profiles to promote your stories, send links to your articles out to your audience, and engage your audience in conversations to win their favor. Social media channels also allow you to specifically target your audience and find people who would be particularly interested in your stories, so that you can gain followers who are truly interested in the subject you are reporting on. When you are promoting your news stories, though, you need to make sure that every social media comment you post includes a direct link to the article you are promoting. People want to have easy access to the information you reference in your social media post, and the best way to give them that easy access is to provide them with a hyperlink to your article right there in your post. You will also need to describe what kind of website or article your hyperlink will bring your readers to. That way, people will know whether they want to click on the link you're providing and whether it's safe for them to click on the link. Without that description of what the hyperlink references, some of your followers may think that the hyperlink is the result of your account being hacked, which is why it's always important to include additional information in your social media posts so that your followers will trust the link you are posting. When promoting your work, you will want to use multiple social media channels so that you can reach as many people as possible and gain a lot of publicity. However, you do not want to bore anyone who follows you on more than one social media platform, so it'll be important to post a slightly different comment on each social media website. That way, anyone who follows you on multiple social media platforms will see different comments promoting your work and will therefore be more likely to click on the hyperlink to your work, since one comment may not interest them in your story, but another comment might. Those are some of the ways journalists can use social media channels to curate content and promote their work. Moving forward, try to force yourself to use social media for professional purposes. With time and practice, you'll actually get used to doing that, and it'll become an automatic part of your routine as a journalist. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck successfully using your social media channels.